Hey, surprising truth most people don't realize. Every day, millions of adults are quietly losing strength in their legs, not just because of aging, but because they're missing a few key nutrients in their daily diet. I've seen countless people over 50 who are doing all the right things, staying active, eating well, taking their supplements, and yet they still struggle with weak legs, muscle cramps, poor balance, or even unexpected falls. What they don't know is that their bodies may be quietly running low on essential vitamins and minerals that are crucial for strong, steady legs. These deficiencies often go unnoticed at first, but over time they can lead to weaker muscles, reduced circulation, and fragile bones, silently robbing you of mobility, confidence, and independence. The good news, with the right nutrients, you can start feeling a difference: stronger legs, better balance, and more energy for the things you love to do. In today's video, I'll walk you through the 7 most powerful vitamins and minerals to help strengthen your legs and keep you moving with confidence, especially after 50. Make sure to watch all the way to the end, because number 7 is a game changer that many people overlook or don't use correctly. Before we dive in, if you care about staying active, healthy, and independent, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our top health tips here on Holistic Seniors. And if you're ready to take control of your leg health, type "I'm ready" in the comments to let me know you're with me on this journey.
Vitamin D. As we get older, it's no secret that things change. Our muscles weaken, bones lose density, and movements we once took for granted, like climbing stairs or getting up from a chair, suddenly feel more difficult. But what if one of the key reasons for this decline isn't aging itself, but a silent deficiency? Let's talk about vitamin D, one of the most overlooked yet powerful nutrients for keeping your legs strong, steady, and pain-free as you age. You might think of vitamin D only in terms of bone health, and yes, it's essential for calcium absorption. But its role goes far beyond that. Vitamin D directly supports muscle strength, coordination, balance, and even pain reduction. In fact, studies have shown that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had significantly better muscle function and balance than those who were deficient. It's not just about feeling stronger, it's about staying independent. And there's more. Vitamin D helps reduce inflammation in the muscles, which can ease those nagging leg pains or cramps that seem to appear for no clear reason. For many people, just correcting a vitamin D deficiency has brought noticeable relief without relying on painkillers or anti-inflammatory drugs. So how can you boost your vitamin D levels? Get some sun. Just 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight on your arms and legs a few times a week can make a big difference. Morning or late afternoon is best, and be aware that sunscreen, while important, can block vitamin D production. Eat vitamin D-rich foods: salmon, mackerel, egg yolks, mushrooms, fortified milk, and cereals. These all help, though food alone usually isn't enough to meet your needs. Consider supplements. Most experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU daily for older adults, though some people may need more, especially if blood tests show a deficiency. Talk to your doctor to find the right dose for you. Bottom line is, if you want stronger legs, better balance, and a more active, independent life, don't overlook vitamin D. Sometimes the smallest nutrients can make the biggest difference.
2. Calcium. When most people think of calcium, they think of bones, and they're not wrong. But for older adults, calcium is far more than just a bone-building mineral. It's a key to staying mobile, independent, and protected from life-altering injuries. As we age, our bones naturally begin to lose density. Unlike younger people whose bones are constantly rebuilding, seniors experience a slow, steady decline in bone mass. This makes the legs, especially the hips, femurs, and lower limbs, more prone to fractures.
A simple stumble that once would have caused a bruise can now lead to a serious injury, months of recovery, or even permanent mobility loss. That's why calcium is non-negotiable. But here's something many people don't realize. Calcium isn't just for bones. It's critical for your muscles too. Every single step you take, every time you rise from a chair, your muscles are contracting, and calcium is the mineral that makes it all possible. Without enough of it, muscles can cramp, feel weak, or struggle to generate the force it needs to keep you steady on your feet. In fact, one of the early signs of calcium deficiency is frequent leg cramps, slow movement, and reduced stamina. If your legs feel tired or unstable more than they used to, calcium might be part of the puzzle. So how do you make sure you're getting enough? Start with food. Dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are excellent sources, but not the only ones. Leafy greens like kale and bok choy, calcium-set tofu, almonds, sardines with bones, and fortified plant-based milks are all fantastic options. The key is variety. Different sources help your body absorb and use calcium more efficiently. Consider supplements. If you have dietary restrictions, digestive issues, or just can't get enough through food, supplements can help, but they must be taken smartly and ideally with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium properly. But be careful, more isn't always better. Excess calcium, especially from supplements, can lead to kidney stones, artery calcification, and stomach problems. For most adults over 50, the sweet spot is 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day, ideally from food and only supplemented as needed. Here's another powerful secret. Calcium needs movement to do its job. Weight-bearing exercises like walking, gentle resistance training, or light jogging don't just strengthen muscles. They tell your body to send calcium where it's needed most, into the bones. Without regular movement, even the best calcium intake can fall short. Neglecting calcium doesn't just weaken your skeleton, it threatens your freedom. It limits your ability to stay active, to go for walks, to dance, to travel, to live confidently. If you want legs that are strong, stable, and capable of carrying you through life's best moments, start with calcium.
3. Vitamin B12. When people talk about strong legs, they usually focus on things like calcium or protein. But what if I told you that one of the most overlooked keys to leg power has nothing to do with your muscles and everything to do with your nerves? That key is vitamin B12, a critical nutrient for your nervous system. It keeps the electrical signals between your brain, spine, and legs firing quickly and accurately. Without it, your muscles may not be the problem, it's that they're not getting the right signals to move at all. This is why one of the earliest signs of B12 deficiency is that all too familiar feeling of heavy, tired legs, often accompanied by numbness, tingling, or unsteady steps. Many older adults describe it as if their legs are falling asleep more often or not responding like they used to. And here's the scary part. B12 deficiency is shockingly common in older adults. Unlike other vitamins, B12 can't just be eaten and absorbed easily. It requires a healthy digestive system, sufficient stomach acid, and a special protein called intrinsic factor to absorb it properly. But as we age, stomach acid levels decline, and common conditions like reflux, gastritis, or long-term antacid use can make absorption worse. Add in a diet that's low in animal products, and deficiency can creep in silently over months or even years. The result? Nerve damage that affects balance, coordination, and reflexes, the very systems that keep you steady on your feet. Many seniors who experience frequent falls or difficulty walking assume it's just a normal part of aging, but in many cases it's not. It's a treatable deficiency. The good news is, restoring B12 levels can be life-changing. Studies show that older adults who correct B12 deficiencies experience real improvements in strength, endurance, balance, and mobility. And because excess B12 is flushed out in the urine, it's one of the safest vitamins to supplement, even in higher doses.
So where do you get it? Best sources include animal-based foods like lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, clams, and especially organ meats like liver. If you follow a plant-based diet, don't worry. There are B12 fortified foods like plant milks and cereals, or you can take a daily B12 supplement. For people with absorption issues, B12 injections or sublingual tablets, dissolved under the tongue, are often recommended. A simple blood test can check your levels, and many doctors now routinely screen older adults because of how important B12 is for maintaining mobility and brain function. Here's what it comes down to. Strong legs aren't just about muscle. They're about connection. If your nerves can't send the right messages, your legs won't respond the way they should, no matter how much you exercise. B12 is your body's internal wiring system, and keeping it intact is one of the smartest, most underrated ways to protect your independence and move through life with confidence. 4. Magnesium. Every time you take a step, climb a stair, or simply shift your weight from one leg to the other, there's a quiet but powerful mineral working behind the scenes to keep your muscles moving smoothly. That mineral is magnesium. And if your legs have been cramping, twitching, or feeling unusually tired, there's a good chance you're not getting enough of it. Magnesium is the master regulator of muscle function. It helps your muscles contract when needed, and just as importantly, relax when they're done. Without it, your muscles can become jumpy, tense, and prone to sudden spasms. This is why restless leg syndrome, nighttime cramps, and a feeling of leg fatigue are often signs of magnesium deficiency, especially in older adults. But this isn't just a minor inconvenience. Frequent leg cramps at night can disrupt your sleep, slow your recovery after physical activity, and make everyday movement feel harder than it should. And magnesium doesn't stop at muscles. It's also a critical partner to calcium when it comes to bone strength. While calcium gets most of the attention, your body can't properly absorb or use calcium without magnesium. Without enough magnesium, calcium can end up in the wrong places, like soft tissues or joints, leading to stiffness, pain, and even increased risk of fractures. In fact, studies show that people with higher magnesium levels have stronger bones, fewer fractures, and better overall mobility as they age. So why is magnesium deficiency so common? Unfortunately, many common medications, including diuretics, acid reducers like PPIs, and blood pressure drugs, drain magnesium from the body. Add to that a diet low in magnesium-rich foods, and the result is a slow, steady depletion of this essential mineral. That's why many seniors begin to notice slower walking speed, fatigue after short distances, muscle stiffness, reduced endurance. It's not always just age. It's often a missing nutrient your body is quietly begging for. The good news? Replenishing magnesium can have a nearly immediate effect. Many seniors who once struggled with muscle cramps, heavy legs, or balance issues report feeling more energized, relaxed, and mobile after boosting their magnesium levels. Even sleep improves, since magnesium helps calm the nervous system and reduce nighttime disturbances. Here's how to get more magnesium into your life. Top food sources include leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, pumpkin seeds and almonds, black beans and lentils, avocados, whole grains like brown rice and quinoa. Supplements. If dietary intake isn't enough, magnesium supplements, especially magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate, are well absorbed and gentle on digestion. And if you're wondering whether it's working, you'll likely feel it. Less cramping, more strength, better balance, a renewed lightness in your step. Because at the end of the day, strong legs aren't just built with exercise. They're fueled by the right minerals. And magnesium just might be the missing piece that helps your body move with the strength and ease you remember.
5. Potassium. Imagine waking up, stepping out of bed, and within seconds, your calf seizes up in a painful cramp. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Leg cramps, especially first thing in the morning or during the night, are one of the most common signs of low potassium levels. And for older adults, this mineral may be more important than you think. Potassium acts like a balancing agent inside your muscles, helping to regulate fluid levels, support electrical impulses, and prevent sudden involuntary contractions. When potassium dips too low, your muscles can cramp, shake, or simply refuse to cooperate. For those already facing challenges like reduced circulation or muscle loss, even a mild deficiency can make everyday movement more painful and risky. But muscle cramps are just the beginning. Have you ever felt your legs tremble after standing for a while? Struggled with stiffness when walking? Or had trouble lifting your feet properly as if they were heavier than usual? These are all signs that your nerve-to-muscle communication may be off, and potassium is often the blame. This essential mineral ensures that signals from your brain reach your muscles clearly and efficiently. When it's lacking, your leg muscles may become sluggish, shaky, or unresponsive, increasing your risk of falls, something no older adult can afford to ignore. And here's something many people don't know. Potassium doesn't just support your muscles, it helps protect your bones too. Too much acidity in the body over time can gradually erode bone density. Potassium helps neutralize these acids, acting as a buffer that shields bones from slow deterioration. In fact, research suggests that a potassium-rich diet may reduce bone loss and help preserve leg strength and stability as you age. So how can you get more potassium into your diet? Top potassium-rich foods include bananas, the classic choice, sweet potatoes, avocados, spinach, leafy greens, beans, lentils, oranges, citrus fruits, and baked potatoes with the skin. These foods are not only delicious, but also easy to incorporate into meals. By mixing and matching them throughout your day, you can naturally support your muscles and bones without needing a complete diet overhaul. What about supplements? While potassium supplements are available, they're not always recommended, especially for older adults with kidney disease or high blood pressure, since potassium levels must be carefully managed. The recommended daily intake is 2,600 milligrams for women and 3,400 milligrams for men. These amounts are typically achievable through a balanced diet. Still, if you experience persistent leg cramps, muscle weakness, or fatigue, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor. A simple blood test can confirm whether your potassium levels are where they should be. The bottom line? Strong, stable legs require more than muscle. They rely on balance, coordination, and strong bones. Potassium supports all of that. Don't let a silent deficiency take away your freedom to move. With the right foods and the right awareness, you can protect your legs, prevent falls, and walk confidently for years to come.
6. Vitamin K. When it comes to building strong bones and stable legs, most people immediately think of calcium and vitamin D, and rightfully so. But there's a third player in this equation that often goes unnoticed, yet is just as crucial: vitamin K. Think of vitamin K as the traffic controller for calcium. It ensures that calcium is delivered to your bones, not your arteries or joints, where it can do more harm than good. Without adequate vitamin K, calcium may end up in the wrong places, contributing to stiff arteries, joint pain, and even cardiovascular issues. In short, no matter how much calcium and vitamin D you consume, your bones can't fully benefit without vitamin K guiding the process. For older adults, this becomes even more important. Research shows that seniors with higher vitamin K intake enjoy stronger bones, lower fracture risk, and better mobility and balance. This is because vitamin K activates a protein called osteocalcin, which binds calcium directly into the bone matrix, making bones denser, tougher, and more resistant to breaking. This is especially critical in preventing serious injuries like hip or femur fractures. But vitamin K's benefits don't stop at bone health. It also plays a powerful role in supporting joint health and muscle coordination. Vitamin K helps reduce joint inflammation, which can be especially helpful for those with knee pain or osteoarthritis. If your knees feel stiff when you stand up or ache after walking, a lack of vitamin K could be part of the reason. Even more promising, emerging research suggests that vitamin K helps improve muscle strength and balance in older adults by regulating calcium within muscle cells. This promotes smooth, controlled contractions and enhances coordination, helping reduce the risk of falls and improving overall mobility. To get more vitamin K, focus on two main types. Vitamin K1 is found in leafy green vegetables like kale, spinach, Swiss chard, collard greens, and Brussels sprouts. These can be blended into smoothies, tossed into salads, or sautéed as a side. Vitamin K2 is found in fermented and animal-based foods such as natto, aged cheeses, egg yolks, liver, and fermented products like sauerkraut or miso. Vitamin K2 is especially important because it stays active in the body longer and more effectively directs calcium into the bones. If you're not getting enough vitamin K through your diet, especially due to digestive issues or medications like long-term antibiotics, supplements may be helpful. However, if you are taking blood thinners like warfarin, it's crucial to consult your doctor before increasing your vitamin K intake, as it plays a key role in blood clotting and may interfere with your medication. The bottom line, vitamin K is the missing link in the leg health equation. It strengthens bones, protects joints, and improves muscle coordination, making it essential for anyone who wants to stay mobile and independent later in life. Add more greens to your meals, embrace fermented foods when possible, and speak with your healthcare provider about whether a vitamin K boost could help keep you strong, steady, and on your feet.
Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, plays a far more important role in leg strength and mobility than most people realize. It's essential for maintaining healthy nerves, supporting muscle repair, and helping the body effectively use protein to build and preserve muscle mass. Without enough B6, even strong muscles can weaken over time, making simple movements like standing up from a chair or climbing stairs feel surprisingly exhausting. One of the most overlooked aspects of vitamin B6 is how it supports nerve signaling and coordination. When B6 levels are low, these signals can slow down or misfire, leading to numbness, tingling, or even an unsteady walking pattern. Many older adults mistakenly chalk these symptoms up to aging, when in fact their bodies may just be lacking the nutrients needed for proper neuromuscular function. Vitamin B6 also plays a key role in managing inflammation-related muscle fatigue. It helps regulate the body's inflammatory response, reducing muscle soreness and keeping the legs more flexible and resilient. If you're dealing with persistent stiffness or notice it takes longer to recover after activity, getting more B6 could make a big difference. Beyond muscle function, vitamin B6 is also essential for red blood cell production.
These cells carry oxygen to your muscles, fueling them for sustained movement. A deficiency can lower hemoglobin levels, which means your muscles may not get the oxygen they need, leading to early fatigue, heaviness in the legs, and reduced stamina. If you often feel unusually tired after a short walk or light physical activity, it could be your body's way of telling you it needs more B6. Luckily, vitamin B6 is found in a wide variety of everyday foods. Great sources include poultry like chicken and turkey, fatty fish such as salmon and tuna, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas, and fortified cereals. Adding these foods to your daily meals can naturally replenish your B6 levels and support both nerve and muscle health. For people with digestive issues, poor absorption, or dietary restrictions, supplements may be necessary to reach optimal levels. The recommended daily intake for older adults is about 1.5 milligrams for women and 1.7 milligrams for men. While vitamin B6 is generally safe when obtained from food, long-term use of high-dose supplements should be approached with caution, as excessive intake can lead to nerve damage. In short, vitamin B6 is more than just a supporting player. It's a powerful ally in keeping your legs strong, steady, and energized. Don't let a quiet deficiency hold you back. With the right nutrition, especially key vitamins like B6, you can move more freely, stay active longer, and maintain the independence you deserve. Strong, healthy legs aren't just about staying active. They're about maintaining your independence, mobility, and quality of life as you age. From bone-strengthening calcium and vitamin D, to nerve-supporting B12 and B6, to muscle-boosting magnesium and potassium, and finally the often overlooked but crucial vitamin K, each of these nutrients plays a unique and powerful role in keeping your legs strong, flexible, and ready to carry you through life with confidence. Don't wait until weakness, cramps, or instability slow you down. Start today by evaluating your diet, talking to your healthcare provider about any deficiencies, and incorporating these essential vitamins into your daily routine through food, supplements if needed, and consistent movement. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with more valuable health tips. And we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us which vitamin you've been missing or what you'd like us to cover next. Your journey to stronger legs and better health starts now, and we're here to walk it with you.